and welcome back. We've got the third race of the day. Third race of the day right now. It's against ShardOfKingdoms, against Hau5test on the right. I am Bruschetta Bros, and with me I'm joined by...
Macro360. You've already seen me twice. Well, actually seen me once and heard me once, but you get the idea.
We do. So yeah, everything to play for in this round. It's a difficult one to pick, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, make sure you get your predictions in nice and early there. Go all in. Come on, guys. And yep, Shard has started, so excellent. How's starting with the cigarettes out because that's a ball and move, you know.
So let's talk a little bit about the runners. ShardOfKingdoms. Shard has run the game for longer than Hau5test, also known as Hau5test, also known as XL Master. He's got a lot of nicknames. So Shard has run the game for a lot longer, but has run the game on and off. But House has been running it every day, grinding it, and yeah, we might see House winning. However, we've also seen House struggle a little bit. So I really don't know who's going to win this race.
Yeah, Houses are really dedicated to this. He seems to be streaming every day, and if you are a stat man like our boy House here, he has compilated a list of all PBs and times, and on paper, House does have a faster time, but this is a race environment. Anything can happen. So I'm looking forward to an exciting race right now. Of course, right now we're just watching the runners farm some alerts, so they don't get that dreaded rat, and wait for the elevator, basically. You've seen it 1,000 times before, and you'll see it at least one more time today.
Yeah, basically, if you're doing gold bosses, you want to get at least 4 alerts to be safe. You don't need to get more, but you need to get at least 4. That's pretty much the limit. You can get more, but that's usually necessary only for any percent, so you don't really have to worry about juggling that guard too much.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've heard it before as well, but the crux of it comes down to you need 11 alerts by the time you get down into the ditch, or else the rat will run off with that PAL key for whatever reason, and you will have to, you'll have a much harder time getting that PAL key.
And the alerts in this game have quite a small quirk to them. An alert is counted only when the evasion is gone, so you have to wait for the evasion timer to finish, and only then you can get another alert. So only that is going to increment the counter of alerts in the game's memory.
Well said, House. Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen that happen in a couple of runs, not today, but in the previous week. So you will have to refarm that alert. House is having a pretty clean helipad, misses getting shot, and is straight into the ventilation shaft. Let's see if Shard can do the same. Nice, misses the first guard, nice and easy.
And it's looking good for both of them.
Yeah, no, see, they made it look easy as anything, but I can tell you right now, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult.
It's important to get a specific line, because if you move on that line, you will not get shot. However, even if you're slightly off, RNG kicks in, and everybody knows that RNG is a speedrunner's best friend.
Yes, RNG is not fun at all. So yeah, hopefully this is the last time you'll see Alaskan field mice in the run. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I've seen a couple of people in chat interested in running this game. If you are interested, then exclamation Discord will take you to the Metal Gear Solid Speedrunners Discord. It's a friendly community. Learn it, honestly. It's one of the best things you'll do, and it isn't difficult. You might think the barrier of entry is quite high, but it is not. Hau5test, getting the elevator and the frag throw. See if Shard can do the same.
And I'll say also one more thing. If you do like Alaskan field mice, you will like the Zanzibar poisonous hamsters. If you like Zanzibar poisonous hamsters, then go ahead and run Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. It's a good game. You have to run it. It needs more runners.
Poisonous hamsters. Now that sounds like one hell of a game. Okay, so we've got our first, not boss technically, but first combat section, I guess, with the guard rush coming up just past the DARPA chief. And just as House is getting there, he'll find the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, has died of Fox die. So we'll just wait for Meryl to come and open this door for him.
I don't know, that DARPA chief looks pretty sketchy.
He's pretty suspicious, isn't he? Almost like it's a decoy.
No, I don't think so. Why would you put a decoy there? What game would do that?
Exactly. Of course, we'll miss all of the story beats of this. Incredibly good game. It's a good story. Unfortunately, there'll be no story here today. Okay, House finish it, starting the guard rush. Gets shot the once. It's incredibly difficult to miss that first shot. Not impossible, but it shouldn't cost him that much time.
Now, the cell fight is pretty simple. You just have to stand in that corner and shoot the guards as they're coming into the room. You just pretty much need to aim in a specific spot and you're good. Unless you mess it up at the beginning, in that case you will have to choke the guards, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it can get pretty messy. If you miss your shots or run out of ammo, it can turn into quite a messy fight quite quickly. Another consideration is you're going to want the ammo going into the Ocelot fight. If you just blast through all of your ammo, there is bullets there, but it's more time wasted. So both these runners are looking to reserve some ammo here. House looks like he's got 5. That is more than enough. We'll probably need to pick up at some point in the fight. We'll see how much Shard has left. 11. Easy. He can blitz through. More than enough to kill anything that moves, I think, is the turn. Okay, and House picking up the C4. Getting ready for the Ocelot fight. Oh, House is going for the extra ammo as well. Just picks up the 1.
I mean, he probably just wants to be safe, which is a good thing.
Absolutely. Being safe in a race environment is a big part of this. We'll see. If you watch a lot of these runners on any other day, they're going for some risky strats, because there's always the chance that you can just reset. But in this environment, that is not the case.
Let's see the Ocelot fight. You basically just lob Ocelot, and that's a bad start. You want to shoot Ocelot right after he says draw. However, House mistimed that shot, and now Ocelot will run everywhere around Baker.
Yeah, it's a difficult fight to recover. If you get into the loop quite easily, it's fine. Looks like House has found it again. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, if you lose it, it's a difficult one to pull back. Looks like Shard has done the same, actually. So,
The double fail.
That's fine. It's like I said, once you lose it, it's difficult to get back. It looks like House is on the last shot here, but there we go. Shoots him through the wires.
That was a decent recovery. Oh no!
Oh no, Shard! Shard has died.
Well, you hate to say that, but he got the game over.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of runners will consume both their rations to save time going through these walls, which means that you are going into the fight rationless. That is some unfortunate luck for Shard there. It's a big lead for House coming up. Let's see if he can do the second Ocelot a bit better, because there's still plenty of time to save. It looks like he's going in with half a life bar, actually. Ooh. He hasn't consumed his rations. Maybe he didn't have them equipped last time.
That could have been it. I didn't pay attention to the rations last time, but saved it, and that was... Oh no, House is struggling with the vent.
Oh yes, maybe Shard will be able to pull some time back. He gets it. He's fine.
We've seen House mess it up really badly.
Yeah, it's not it's a very precise movement, and I don't know about you, but if I don't get it the first time, I get very tilted. Shard opted not to throw the guard instead of going around. It's a slightly safer route. Saves wastes a smidge of time, and we'll see House start the tank fight on the right.
And House, oh no, overthrew that grenade.
Ooh, yes. If you cook that grenade for too long, the last couple of frames, he throws the grenade very weirdly. Manages to get the throw on the second, but it's an awkward throw for this guard now.
Nice recovery. That was a nice recovery, but still missed that second shot.
So that lead, it could be... Oh, gets right over.
Oh no.
Shard going over the mine there.
Yeah, House is struggling with these shots.
Did he get it then?
Gets it. Yeah, he got it.
Nice. Excellent. A lot of runners may opt for, if they miss that first or second throw, they will just kill themselves with grenades, because restarting it is sometimes quicker. A lot of runners are divisive on this strat, but we saw House persevere, and he manages to get it. It looks like Shard gets the guard in the first one. Can he get the second throw? Oh.
That looks sketchy. And...
Oh no! Of course, you want to get that grenade in sort of the hole in the tank. I don't know what the technical name is. Yeah, it looks like he gets it there.
Yeah, we'll just call it the hole where a person stands in the tank.
Yeah, I guess the turret gun seat probably sounds a bit more technical. So yeah, wow, I think Shard probably saved a little bit of time on House there, but it's hard to see. House opting for the extra Nikita missiles.
It was just a little bit better of a fight.
So we're seeing House here go towards the transformer, and then he will soon start the ninja fight after.
For the Nikita shot, it's you basically just... That was sketchy. You basically just have to take corners correctly. That's basically it. And you want to maximize full speed, because as it was mentioned before, if the rocket moves in the same direction for a bit, it will go to full speed. You want to maximize that full speed so that the rocket moves with full speed as much as possible. And you want to take the corners as sharply as possible.
Absolutely. You can waste up to 4 seconds, I believe, on this. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but with runners, every second counts. We see House opt for the FAMAS there. It makes the Mantis a little bit easier if he does opt to use it, because Mantis can be a little bit awkward with the SOCOM depending on distance. Shard blowing up the Nikita there. He does have a second chance.
You don't want to see that, but it does happen sometimes.
Yeah. It's difficult to not get anxious in this situation, because messing up that first one can really tilt a runner. Gets it on the second, no problem, and House has just started the ninja fight here. So let's see how he gets on with the RNG.
What House is going to try is to not miss any punches and any kicks, because that skips the bone and sinew dialogue, which we all know the bone and sinew dialogue. It's the most annoying thing ever, so we just want to skip it. And if we don't miss kicks in specific phases or punches in specific phases, we can skip that. So let's see if House can manage to skip the dialogue.
Yeah, getting bone and sinew is not what a runner needs. I believe you can miss one kick in the fight, but that is it. It's 8 points of damage that you can miss.
I believe one kick or one punch in this phase.
So it's like Shard is starting the fight here. House has just started the hide and seek phase here. This is where the RNG really comes into play here. So you see he's right next to the Archon cupboard there. Not the worst, but by the server is definitely the worst on that side. Oh, that's a nice RNG. And
House is getting some nice RNG.
It's always good. It doesn't look like a lot, but time like this really mounts up, especially depending on what RNG the other runner gets.
That was decent. That was a decent hide and seek phase.
So it looks like Shard is doing very good against this fight. He hasn't messed up any kick punch combinations yet. It's hard to see. We're getting some drop frames here.
Now let's see if House manages to skip the bone and sinew dialogue.
Oh, very good. There's a part there where you can punch him before he attacks you, but you might teleport and you can get an extra PPK on. It's a way to save the bone and sinew line, but it looks like he wasn't going to get it anyway, so it's fine. All he's got to do now is soak on in there. Now Shard with a hide and seek game. Oh, he got the server. Shard wasn't quite sure there where he'd gone, and that looks like it's over. So Shard in the last stage, House just finishing up the fight and moving on to meet Meryl. Makarov, what are your expectations for these runners? Do you think we're going to see the cave out of bounds, or do you think they're going to deal with the doggos today?
I think that Shard will deal with the doggos for House. I think the dogs as well.
Yes,
I don't think that any of them will go for the box strat.
Of course, if you're not aware, when you alert Meryl, there is a room directly next to her which contains a cardboard box, and there's a box out of bounds skip you can perform in the cave. Saves up to 3 seconds on. It's not that important on PC. In console, it's a lot more important because of the other out of bounds skip. House has opted to grab the box there. Gets slightly caught on the door.
Don't move.
And that's interesting. We will see another box out of bounds.
Okay,
And
let's go.
Shard just finishing the ninja fight there. That was clean. I don't think he got bonus sinewed either.
Follow me.
Yeah, pretty much. Just all around good fights.
There's no guard.
Yeah, so there's still everything to play for here. It's early days. We've still got Mantis, who, again, it's all about precision. Messing up can really cost you. Palki, Liquid, there's Wolf 1 and 2. So many things can come to this. How come it's more important on console? Sorry, Solid Snake. Because you go through that area multiple times on console, you're going to need... and you can't perform the GME Phase 2 on console. You're going to need to do that box skip each time. Whereas runners on PC will opt to GME 2 and go out of bounds in the cave and Wolf's room. Okay, so we've got House starting Mantis here. Oh, Shard did get sinewed. Oh no. Shard not opting for the box there.
Well, that's a shame if Shard got bone and sinew. I guess at least he'll know what bone and sinew is.
Yes. I mean, we've all been bone and sinewed at least once, and it's not nice. House getting the first 2 shots off easily. Having a bit of difficulty finding the third there. So he might have to do an extra shot in this phase. Usually it's 4, but he will have to do that extra shot.
Basically, if you want to skip one of the phases of the Mantis fight, you want to shoot Mantis 7 times and then throw a grenade. And that will skip it. If you miss any shot or shoot Mantis too much, you will not skip that phase. And the phase got skipped by House, so that's nice.
Yeah, perfectly explained there, Makarov. Yeah, as you can see, throwing the grenade in the vicinity of Meryl will cause that that first skip for Meryl. You just have to throw her in this part now. It looks like Shard's just starting the fight as well here. Shard going right back into the middle of the room, ready to get Mantis. House very close to the end now. He just needs to do this last phase now. So this is where he opts for the FAMAS here, because depending on where you're stood, it can be quite difficult to get the SOCOM shots, which is why I believe Hau5test has opted for that. Better to play it safe sometimes, especially in a race environment. Shard going for first person there, just to make sure he gets the shot. Oh, and getting hit by the chairs there. He's only got 5 more rounds. There you go. He's managed to pick up the extra bullets there. And there you go. It looks like he's got the skip as well. We'll have to see if Meryl goes down straight away.
Alright, let's see the box out of bounds from House.
Yes. Yeah, he looks like he's going for it. He's struggling a little bit there.
Struggled a bit, but cannot find the box. And nice.
Yeah, there we go. He's got it. So, no doggos in this run. Sorry, doggos fans. Oh, actually, we might see Shard go and say hello to the dogs.
Yeah, so we will at least see some dogs. Hopefully, the dogs will not get hurt, but who knows? Maybe they won't behave.
No No animals being hurt. It looks like Shard has got that second grenade off, no problem. Does get blown up in the process, which wastes a little bit of time. And opting for the bottom left strat. See, I'm not a fan of this because it is incredibly hard to get Mantis from here consistently. It looks like he's got 2 shots off. He's found the angle, I think. One more shot. And there you go. That's Mantis done for Shard there. And Makarov, this is your favourite skip in the game, I believe, that Hau5test is performing right now.
Yes, so to get this skip, which saves 5 minutes, yes, you heard that correctly, 5 minutes, you have to press 20 inputs, and all of those inputs are frame perfect. If you do that, you'll go right through those mines. You will basically do God mode exploit without the sniper rifle. So let's see if Hau5test will manage to do that. It's incredibly hard to do. It's definitely not as easy as it looks. Perfectly executed. It's so difficult. You basically have to bash your controller against the table to get it.
That's definitely the strategy. Shard there acting for the FAMAS as well, going through the cave. Manages to shoot the one dog to prevent him from getting attacked. Looks like I had a bit of trouble there running and gunning. Those of you that play this game know that it's a bit fiddly pressing the shoot and run button. If you do mash the run button first, you will go prone. And Hau5test there going for the stun grenade. That seems to be the meta strat for that room at the moment. It's very effective, and it leaves you with that remaining stun grenade for the PSG1 pickup.
If you manage to save that stun grenade and have 2 stun grenades, you will be able to do a very recent strat discovered for the armory.
Oh, yes.
Which requires 2 stuns and 1 chaff grenade. So you cannot do it every time, but if you do happen to have 2 stuns, you can do it, and it's a lot safer.
Yes, the strategy relies on you getting the alert before the elevator doors close, which means they'll remain open for the entire time. Which means they'll be the alert will trigger quickly, so you'll be able to get out of there a little bit faster. It's a little bit more fiddly than the other strat. It's doubtful that either of these runners is going to go for that today, although Shard does have his remaining stun still. We'll see if he uses it for the cave. And Shard just making his way back now. Yeah, he looks like he's going for the stun grenade strat there. So it may seem right now there's a couple of rooms between these runners, but there's so many things that can happen in this game that could equalize or even upset the balance right now, especially as where the next boss is Wolf 1, and they still have Wolf 2 to go through as well. Okay, let's see how Hau5test handles this. Both these runners are more than aware of the backup strat for this, so let's just see if they execute this.
No, you don't want that to happen at all.
Oh no!
That's not good. This will most likely fail. And this might work.
Oh, he looks like he's going for the pillar backup strat. So if you rest up against the pillar, only resting up against the room, you can wait for the guard by the elevator to come forward, and then he'll run back. There we go, and he should be able to get to the elevator with enough time. So a fairly good rescue of the situation there by Hau5test, but some time to gain here by Shard. And they're about to high five here. Oh, Shard doing some menu. I think Shard was slightly worried about getting shot there by that turret. May have forgot to throw his, just not ran as quickly as possible. If you do run through the snowfield perfectly fine, you won't get shot, but it's best to play it safe in these environments. So, are we going to see the left side chaff or PSG1 strat here from Hau5test?
Chaff? Oh,
is he going for chaff? Really? Oh my god. This is a very risky strat.
Oh, it did not work. It did not work.
Okay, so he hasn't been spotted. He is waiting, so that's fine. Looks like Shard gets the PSG1 pickup fine. Both guards are stunned. He's just going to call the elevator here. And manages to attack the guard. Yeah, so he'll gain a bit of time there, provided he doesn't get too stuck on the elevator. There we go.
That was a good save from House. House saw that the chaff did not distract the guard and just waited out. That's what you
Yeah.
have to do. You don't want an alert in that room.
Absolutely. I think it comes back to being comfortable with those backup strats occasionally. The chaff throw is very precise, to be honest, and it does save you some time. Not that House really needs to save time right now, but you may be thinking about the later part of the run at this moment in time. So this is the GME2 out of bounds skip that we're seeing House perform right now, which means you just miss the cave completely. Go
Those
for the
are
Russian
some
equipped.
pretty scary missed shots.
Yes, yeah. Draws a perfect line around Wolf's head right there. Of course, you don't have to shoot Wolf in the head. Anywhere in the body is just as good, but I believe when she's laying down like that, the head is the biggest point to hit. So let's see if he can keep going. Yeah, and misses the shot as she stands up. That's not a problem. He's got one more shot to make here. Oh,
And she's hiding behind the pillar.
So the pillar does waste time. It's RNG whether he goes behind the pillar or not. Also, House having 3 bullets left. Let's see if he can finish this. Yeah, with remaining 2 bullets. If he did want to fall back to the PSG1 strat, he can do. And Shard is in the commander's room right now, about to go against Wolf.
And since House has only 2 PSG1 bullets left, some PSG1 ammo will spawn after the rappel sequence, which House will pick up for Wolf 2.
Yes, it's pivotal that you pick that up for the Wolf 2 fight. You can save a lot of time by getting PSG1 shots as she transitions between trees, and of course when she stands there in the snow waiting for you. Oh, it looks like she's straight behind the pillar for Shard. That's unfortunate. Of course, it is RNG where she does start. And let's see how the rest of this fight goes. It's... oh, missing the shots there. It's very likely that she'll go behind the pillar again if she starts there. At least I feel.
I hope you can still look at yourself in the mirror, my friend.
Oh, misses a shot there. Shard sticking it out. Not equipping his rations. He's not scared of Wolf. And the last shot. Oh, she's behind the pillar again. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate there for Shard. Oh no, she isn't. She's moved. And there you go. Shard has 6 bullets left. More than enough to keep going forward. And the left side PSG1 skip if he did want to perform that. Oh. Okay, so both of them are in the cell now. And it's a downtime for the runners. I, for one, quite like this bit. This is where I take a drink, I take a breather. I don't know about you, Makarov. What do you like to do during the cell scene?
I just like to hide under the bed.
That's nice.
But
Nice.
here's the thing. All bosses runners like this section. Any percent runners do not.
Yes, that's right. Any percent. This bit is fairly early on in the run. You do the vent skip before the guard rush. But of course, I think I mentioned this before. It's quite hectic. You've got the stun grenade for the PSG1 pickup. You've got the out of bounds, which stress me out because I always miss them. And then you've got Wolf. So this is a welcome rest for most runners. House standing there, I believe he's having like a nice breather there. Let's see what Shard does. You can tell a lot by a runner by what they do in the cell. Shard looks like he's practicing his infinite punching. As an opportune moment, you've got nothing better to do, so you might as well practice.
Oh, jeez. He's coming
And
back.
here's Otacon to
See you later.
give the ketchup away.
You can also see that Shard is occasionally stretching out the leg a bit. You know, Snake is tired after all of this running.
Yeah, he's better limber up for that stair climb and descent that he's going to do in just a moment, actually.
Yeah, he can already see the future. He knows what he has to do. He has to fight the Hind. He has to deal with Wolf too. He just wants to take a little break.
It's not fun. So you see that House, after sort of deploying the ketchup, he also equips his key card and then unequips it, you can see that when he chokes up Johnny, it's slightly quicker to quick equip the card there on the final choke. It doesn't save a lot of time, but it does save time nonetheless. And both House here trying to save that time. It looks like House has got his stuff back, and he's going to continue on to the snowfield from here. Shard still waiting for Otacon to come. So, I mean, Makarov, what would you say is the distance between both the players here? It's not a big time difference, is it?
I would say around a minute and a bit.
Yeah, it's again, there's so much stuff that can go wrong here.
But also, do you remember the DARPA chief? Well, he's there. That's the actual DARPA chief.
That is there, with some low poly maggots on his body. So he's been dead for quite some time. Here we go, Shard receiving the ketchup here. Opting to face away from the door. Of course, this gives Johnny more of a fright because his legs are phasing through. Doesn't add any speed advantage for our players, though.
I'm starting to believe that Snake's feet are made of paper. That's how he can put them under the door.
How do paper legs run upstairs is my big question. We might see the shaft throw from House here again. Yeah, we are. We're going to see the shaft throw one more time. Looks like he gets it this time. Excellent.
Nice.
Excellently performed there. Throws the guard and carries on. So that is the quickest strategy, I believe. Is that right, Makarov?
Yeah, that is the quickest.
Yes. Of course, you've got the right side shaft throw, which is the slowest, the PSG1, which is the extra medium choice, and left side shaft, which is the fastest. And let's see how Shard takes on the nuke building as well. So you see in House go GME 2 here. The way to do this is you equip your PSG1 and quickly unequip it to another weapon using the hotkeys while Snake goes sort of on his knees, and this allows you to go out of bounds and perform this skip and this next skip that you see in here. There is a danger that if you go too far, you will softlock the game in this one, but it doesn't look like House has fallen for that trap today. Or indeed messed up that out of bounds like some people have in the past.
And also, it's very important to mention, do not try GMEs in real life. They're very dangerous.
They are very dangerous and not recommended. We see Shard here going for the right shaft throw. A very safe strategy here. The idea is that you run past the camera, throw the guard, throw the shaft, and then that way you'll be able to get to the elevator before the guard on the right finishes patrol to the elevator. It will be some time loss compared to House there. So it looks like House is increasing his lead with every bit right now.
There's still a lot that can change. There's the Hind and Wolf too. There's
Absolutely.
HAL RNG.
The real deciders of this run are quite late in the run, and they come quite fast as well. You've got Wolf 2, the PAL, and of course, whether or not these runners get the Liquid Infinite is a big part of who will take the lead. And then, well, we'll see, basically. We'll see. House still continuing his climb here. Shard just about doing the out of bounds here. And sorry, I forgot to mention the strategy that our runners are taking here. They're going to want a GME as they go into this section, and they cook a grenade to cause the alert to go early, so they skip the cutscene where the guards appear. It looks like Shard has cooked slightly later there, but he still gets it, that's fine. Opts to pick up the stun grenade as well. It's not necessary, but if that's the way he runs it, then that's fine. House reaching the top here. Cooking a grenade. Just to float those grenades. That's just for show, that is. And that's quite impressive. I quite like that. And another out of bounds just before the Hau5test does the repel here. Or abseiling if you're from the UK.
So there is a little bit of RNG involved with the rappel sequence, but it's most of the time it's just always the same inputs, and you just have to know when you have to press them.
Yes, there is an optimal route. It's if they do mess it up, then it is slower. It's difficult to recover from a non-optimal jumps. It looks like Hau5test having perfectly fine time of this. Yeah, the idea is you jump between the girders. Hau5test demonstrating this like textbook right now. You wait for that shot there, and straight down. That's probably as fast as it's going to be, to be honest. We'll see if Shard can execute a good rappel as well. He's not too far from the top here. And there we see Hau's picking up the extra PSG1 ammo and GME-ing, so these guards are very trivial. Shard not going for the style points here and blowing up the guards, but that's fine. It's not required. In fact, these guards probably have families to go back to, and Hau5test has, of course, some very unhappy wives at home after killing all those guards. Shard having a bit of issue menuing for the rope there. Not too much of a problem though. Yeah, I'm excited to see if he manages to have a good rappel here.
There's definitely a bit of time that you can gain over Hau5test's rappel, because Haus got hit quite a bit, and if Shard manages to get hit less, Shard could get a faster rappel.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
But it's not looking as good as Haus' rappel so far.
No, it's difficult. Yeah, like I said, if you miss any of those inputs, it's difficult to recover to the optimal strat. So he looks like he's lost a smidge of time there. Hau5test skipping the Otacon scene there, I believe, and now he's ascending towards the Hind. The Hind fight is it's a difficult one. You're gonna want to, as soon as the Hind comes in front of the runner, they're gonna want to shoot it and wait for the iframes to go away, and then sort of predict the path of the Hind D and let another Stinger missile fly. Missing it doesn't cost you a lot of time. Usually runners will just turn around and shoot it again, but of course that is the optimal strat, and they're gonna have 3 cycles of that. We'll see if Haus can get that perfectly. Again, it's not a massive loss, but if either runner performs it where the other doesn't, it's more time to them. Haus having a bit of trouble with that ladder there.
You know, Snake just gets a bit too stressed and decides to punch the air, like every regular person.
I've been there. You know, sometimes you want to balance out your leg fatigue with your arm fatigue, and after running out that many stairs, his legs are going to be tired. Looks like Haus does get that opportune stinger there, and you see he waits for the Hind to come back in front of him before getting the lock
But
on.
missed one.
Oh
and,
yes, so he's missed one.
Now Haus will do back and forth.
We see Shard of Kingdoms opting for first person here, so you go GME level 2 to skip the Otacon scene, and you can either blindly run up the stairs, which isn't impossible. You can go first person by double pressing triangle on the PC version, and then that way you'll be able to see where you're going. Or, of course, you can go prone, exit GME, and GME level 1, again, to miss getting shot. So
Basically,
sorry, can I?
basically the only reason we do GME2 and not GME1 there is because we want to skip a codec. That's basically it.
Shard opting for both Stinger missile pickups here. That might waste a bit of time. He's having a bit of trouble with the ladder as well. And as Makarov, you explained before, you do not want the Hind to go below. It wastes a lot of time, especially on these difficulties. So you see Hau5test is perfectly getting these Stinger missiles off. Missing one could cause the Hind to go down, and I believe it could waste up to 20 seconds on this difficulty.
Well, depending on how good your aim is, it could lose even more. Especially on
Absolutely.
easy.
Absolutely. So it looks like Haus has finished the fight there. nothing to do but to wait for the Hind to do the last missile there. It looks like Shard having a bit of a difficult time here, to be honest. There you go. I think that might be the end of the first phase. I could be wrong. No, one more. Oh no, he's still got quite a bit, doesn't he? Ah, there we go. The end of the phase 1 for Shard there. House going down to the big run ender or decider of this, Wolf 2. Of course, it's all down to RNG. Let's see how House goes for it. House is opting to go all the way for the other Stinger missiles there. Having the extra 5 does make a bit of a difference, especially if you're not quite confident with Wolf. Shard having a bit of frame drop there. It looks like it's recovered. Oh, he's missed a shot there. He does not want to keep missing shots, else the Hind will go below and he will waste a lot of time. And it's difficult to get time back at this point, especially if the Hind does go below.
Looks like Nick is doing some console strats, trying to blow up the turrets.
Sorry, yes he is. This is one of the console strats, perfectly cooking a grenade to throw at the turrets. It's an interesting... I quite like the strat. It looks stylish, doesn't it? Not usually performed on PC. Oh no, Shard has got the Hind below. Oh no.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but it does happen.
You do hate to see it. Again, it's a big time loss. It looks like he's got one more shot to get off as House just starts the Wolf 2 fight. There you go. Shard
That was a good recovery.
Yes, yeah. So there might be a good minute or two between the runners here. Maybe a minute and a half. House opt in for that first throw there. Loses sight of Wolf, but no biggie.
House needs good RNG.
Yes,
but
yeah.
Doesn't look like he'll get it.
Times the shot well there. Didn't get the lock on there. I don't think. Oh, that did actually.
Did land.
Well done.
That was just good aim.
Did Shard end up wasting all his ammo, or how much stinger bullets does he have going into this fight?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to see if he picks up the extra ammo crate at the end. House missing a shot there on Wolf 2. Wolf is not playing nicely today. She seems to be going back and forth between the big like snow mound in the middle.
That's pretty much the worst RNG.
Yes, absolutely. Looks like this is the last shot for House now. We'll have to see how Shard gets on, but he might have wasted time. There you go. That's the fight for House there. Well done.
Shard can win some time at this fight.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and he's GME'd ready to go on to what would have been the second disc, but of course this is PC version. So let's see him go and do the cargo elevator fight. Do you think we'll see the Pazzo strat for the cargo elevator fight for either of these runners today?
We might, but I'm not completely sure.
It's a relatively new strat, and if you mess it up, it does cost time.
It also depends on how much ammo you have. You need to have ammo. And
yes, you do need. It looks like there's 7
he's
Stingers going in. He's going for it, yeah.
Nice.
Opts for Stinger first, C4 second.
Oh,
Looks like he
missed
messes
that
up. That's... Oh, can't do the throw. That's going to waste more time. But there we go. And Shard is just starting Wolf 2 here. Let's see how he gets on. Honestly, Wolf 2 could be the decider for these two runners now. Shard getting hit twice and walks back slightly. If you go too far in this arena, you will get instantly shot. He has 1 Stinger ammo. Oh no, so that's Shard out of Stinger ammo. That's not...
really bad.
Yeah, Wolf likes to take a long breather behind the trees, and to coax her out, you use the Stinger. Here, Shard doesn't have the ammo for that, and there's no ammo in this battlefield because that's not the way you're supposed to do this fight. So he's got 6 PSG1 bullets. I'm not even sure if that's enough to finish Wolf.
I
He might
don't
have
think
to take,
so. I
He might
don't
have to go
think
for the
so.
ammo pickup. Oh, this is less than opportune. Wow, that is very unfortunate. Having some more drop frames on Shard there. It looks like Wolf is giving him the runaround, to be honest. He's going for the ammo pack here, but this is quite unfortunate, to be honest. He is still using the Stinger to see where she is. Hopefully he can get through this fight nice and quick. As House is going into the Raven fight. As you eloquently put before, Makarov, this is one of the easiest fights in the game, especially at this category. You go from one of the hardest, most RNG ridiculous fights ever to Raven, who is very trivial in the PC release. See, House is opting for the SOCOM and Nikita strat. The idea is that you get that first shot off with the SOCOM, and the Nikita lights will perfectly time. Well, we did miss it the once there. He did pick up the extra ammo then, so there's no problem. The idea is you wait for both lights to blink, the light to blink twice, and that's it. It looks like Shard is coming up to his last shot against Wolf now here as well.
Oh, one more shot.
Oh, he's
And
empty! Oh no.
Oh no.
Going for the PSG1 ammo one more
Wait,
time.
one more bullet. Shad has one more bullet. He just needs to land it. Oh no!
This is... it's very easy for Shard at this point to be... to feel defeated, but there is still everything to play for. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in the run. You could have... House could have a terrible POW drop, or could have a terrible liquid. He's having a bit of trouble with GME there. Manages to get it, and he's going down. We'll see how he does against the cargo fight. He could gain some time here.
At this point, Shad can gain time even if he does the regular strat.
Yes, absolutely. Opting for first person there just to see where he's going. And if you're wondering why the runners go in and out of that building there, it's just because the elevator isn't immediately up, so the runners will exit and then go back in, so the elevator is at the top. Right.
Yeah, everybody knows that it just takes 12 years to open a door.
Yes. Looks like Shard is going for the regular PPK strat here, so you just
And nicely
punch
done.
kick the guards off. Yep, nice and easy. Probably has saved some time there. Right, what are the predictions for House's POW key? What do you think?
God bomb.
God bomb. Okay. You hate to see it.
I'm going to
got
say
f-
that until it happens.
Until it happens. It might happen. This could be the race. We've got 4, we've got 7. I think it's going to be 3. I think it's going to be 3. And we'll see.
God bomb, I'm calling it.
If it happens, then... Well, I'm just going to say you called it. Well done. But, yes. Shard is now going down towards the Raven fight. He needs to GME 2 here to avoid the codec. Cool. There you go. You must have heard me. God ration. Oh, there we go. So he throws the bomb there. He's going to have to run past the bomb. He's good. He's good.
That was almost a God bomb.
Yes. So that was position 3? It was position 3, wasn't it? I could be wrong.
I think that's position. I don't know the positions.
Never mind. He gets a fairly good drop for the POW key. May cause a bit of strain on Shard because there's a lot of bad positions. That cluster there by the bridge, that's kind of where you want it. Of course, if you go up and to the left, or it's there. If not, you have to go all the way down and to the right of the drainage ditch. Looks like Shard is opting for the grenade strat against Raven here. Which possibly could be slower. It depends how optimal he is with the grenades, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, if you get the timing just perfectly, it's slightly faster, I believe. But
Yeah, it looks
most of the
like he's
time, it's going to be slower.
Yeah, he is waiting till the grenade blows up each time almost. So, yeah, that's That's not optimal. He probably has lost a little bit of time there. But nonetheless, he has beat Raven. He is moving on till Rex's lair. And House is going to call the key now. Oh, Shard opting not to throw the shaft as well. Perfectly fine.
So to call the key, there are two different ways to do it. You can either listen for an audio cue or you can use a timer. You have to wait 61 seconds with a little bit of variation, because there is such thing as PAL card RNG, not the ditch RNG, actual RNG, how much time it takes to freeze or heat up. And I'm not sure what House is using, if he's using the timer or the audio cue. The audio
Yes.
cue is a specific the violin playing in the background. When it plays a specific note, that's when you want to leave. When it plays that note, exactly 61 seconds have passed.
Yes. Of course, they might be looking at splits. They might have an external timer. Some runners have been checking their keys, I've noticed, and it's definitely a safe thing to do in a run environment. You do not, I repeat, do not want to fail freezing or heating the key and have to go all the way back.
It's especially bad if you don't heat up the card.
Yes, it is almost a run-ending scenario. So it looks like Shard is going to the ditch to see what Palki drop he has. Presumably has enough alerts. I believe he does. I haven't seen any misplays, so we
I'm
won't see
calling
him return
God
of the
Bomb
rat.
again.
Are you calling God Bomb? It could happen. If you keep calling it, eventually it will happen.
Well, that's my strategy.
So Hau5test
God
going
Bomb
up
or
here.
God card.
One of the God drops.
No,
Yeah,
what
Hau5test.
is...
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Oh no, it's not looking good so far. And he looked like he missed one spot, I think.
Oh, that's not ideal. It looks like he's picked up the bomb there. He opts to throw it straight away. Going back because he knows he missed one. Let's see if
Is that
this
the
is...
worst position?
It could be. It could be. I had a little bit of frame stutter, so I'm not sure if he did actually miss the positions.
Please don't tell me this is the rat.
Oh my. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. He still might have missed a position. It's difficult to say. I
think he missed one, but I'm not sure. Hopefully that's the turret. That's not...
He's doubling back now. He doesn't have any stinger ammo.
I don't see the rat.
I don't see it either.
I think he just missed a position. Know
Yeah.
your line.
This is
Don't
a
do what I
big
did.
time waste. Yeah, absolutely. Know the line, because being in this situation is very stressful for the runner. You can get tilted very easily if you... Oh, well, have I got the rat? Have I missed a position? Honestly, I think he's missed a position.
He missed the one in the corner, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he's opting not to go for it again.
Wow.
This is not good.
I still don't know if this is rat or just missed a position. I
Yeah,
really don't know.
There are a lot of resources in MGS1.
He missed the
for finding
position.
this. Yeah, please go to the corner now. Shard, please. Oh my god. So he's got it. There we go.
I thought he hit that position.
I thought he did as well. I'm gonna have to rewind and look. It could have been just his movement that stopped him. It's gonna be difficult for Shard to come back from this. It looks like House is on his way to warm the key, and as Pazzo has rightfully said, he had good RNG. That was pretty decent, but unfortunately lost a lot of time. Let's not mince our words, to being unsure. That was like option 55, yeah. Definitely go for double figures in that option there.
Well, at least
running
it
around like
wasn't the
God.
rat.
Yes, that's true. Wow, would you rather have the rat or take a terrible line thinking you've got the rat? Okay, so he's now Shard is on his way to call the key. House is on his way to warm it up. I mean, for Shard to come back from this, I believe it would take something like House missing him warming the key. I can't see it happening, to be perfectly honest. What do you reckon, Makarov?
Either that or the game crashes.
Yeah, the game crashes. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody who has points right now, I find it difficult to see that Shard's going to come back from this. And as Plywood has rightfully said there, and say it loudly for everybody, you need to know the line. Need. There are plenty of resources there. There's videos. There's the picture from the Metal Gear Solid wiki that I use. It's a difficult one. So yeah, it's a bit of a lull here. We're basically waiting for both runners to for Shard to call his key, House to warm his key. Again, shy of House not heating his key properly or dying maybe twice to liquid. I can't see this going any other way. Do we know what House's PB is? Is he likely to PB on this? It looks like he's got a PB of 105.43. No, that's not true. Sorry, 1 minute. Sorry, 1 hour.
104.08.
That's right.
1 hour, 4 minutes, 8 seconds.
Yeah, that is his PB. We'll have to see if he PBs on this, to be honest.
I don't think so.
No. Okay, so Shard on his way back. House also on his way back. We're going to have one more high five at least for this race.
I'm getting a lot of dropped frames from Shard.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah, it's difficult. We can just about see he's in Rex's lair. So if you're having dropped frames there at home. House coming to the middle point in the cargo elevator. We'll have to see if he gets the terrible origin getting hit by the turret. Turret that seems to get me every time. Oh, he's not taking any chances. He GMEs. I like that strategy. Why take chances, you know?
And I don't think it has been mentioned yet, but you want to GME2 on this elevator because it skips a codec.
Yes, absolutely. You have calls on both times going up and down, I believe. So you want to miss them.
and nice follow up Apache Smash and do that. Follow him on Twitter.
Absolutely. I see that House has opted not to put that while he's heating the key. He's done it on the elevator down, which ensures... Well, we don't know. He hasn't checked his key. But I presume that the key is heated correctly.
I did not look at the visual cue, which is what I use, so I have absolutely no idea. Hopefully it's heated. If it's not heated, then Shad might have a chance.
Yes, we'll have to see. I honestly can't see House making that mistake, to be honest. But again, weirder things have happened. Let's see how things go. And looks like House doesn't need those last stingers. It's not necessary to pick them up. I like it because it's safe. But House is going for it. I think he knows he's ahead right now. He's trying to get even more of a lead. And it looks like Shard is going to warm up the key as Hau5test is going towards to fight Rex. It's the last cycle here. Of course, this is the third race of the day. We do have another race after this. It's Solid Tony versus Dan Spence, so stick around. I hope you've enjoyed all of the races so far. It's been full of drama, full of goodness. And House getting the last Palkey there. And having the incredible revelation that Miller is not actually Miller, it is Liquid all along.
Wait, what, actually?
Yes, of course. This is what I mean. You miss all the story beats of this. Miller, your master, is actually Liquid the whole time. What can I say?
What a plot twist.
What a plot. Genuinely, though, when you first played this, it was a fantastic plot twist, wasn't it? Just having a bit of difficulty with the GME there. No problem. No problem. It looks like he's... And he gets that stinger off nice and early with the Ra. And yeah, this is it. This fight's fairly trivial on PC because of GME.
The important thing is to just stand in a correct spot. The spot influences everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see there, House had a nice spot where he didn't have to aim. Once he'd got his target, he just timed it and shot well. So we'll wait for Grey Fox to have his unfortunate demise here. Even if the game crashed now and House had to load, I still can't see Shard coming back, to be perfectly honest. It looks like House is goofing off. As you can see, if you switch weapons there, Snake has some very unusual animation. Oh, Shard is... I think Shard has gone for the extra ammo.
The extreme route.
Yeah, of course, this isn't optimal because you have the loading times between each room. So yeah, I mean, if he needs the ammo, fair enough. There should have been enough, even if he was on 0, to pick it up in Raven's room and Warehouse North. But better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Ooh. Ooh, is he going for that ration? This is just the flex ration. Oh, House is starting the Liquid fight as well.
Let's see. Will we see the second ever Liquid Infinite of the day?
I hope so. I hope so. I've seen House do it. I know he can. Obviously, after a race, he might have his nerves preventing him from doing so, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, let's just have at it.
Have at you, House. Going for the double throw strat we see
That's
here.
a bad position.
Oh, yeah. He still could save it.
Oh, no.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
You could regain the loop, but it's hard.
He did have an opportunity there, but yeah, like you said, it's difficult to regain the loop. Looks he's got plenty of backup strats, though. I'm impressed. The man knows his backup strats. You've got to give him that.
Know your backups.
He could teach me a thing or two. And there we go. Look, it seems on backup attempt 5 or 6. Oh, no, he did have it there. Well done, House. Kudos for knowing your backup strats. See, this is what a real runner looks like, guys. You ain't going to get it perfect every time, so he knows an incredible amount of backup strats. Kudos. And Shard is back on his way up. It looks like House has opted for the... in this third phase, as you can see there, you can get kicked down by Liquid, and it's a bit of a time loss. So it's better to opt for the double punch strat. It looks like House is throwing that out the window now. And just kicking him off the end. He's had enough. Should be one more PPK, and that is Liquid over. Oh.
No one more. That's just unfortunate. Nice.
There we go. Well done. And finally, it is the escape sequence. Fairly straightforward. Not much chance of messing up. We'll see what House opting for the ration. Why risk it at this point, you know? Absolutely play it safe. Absolutely. And this guard, unfortunately, gets choked out by House there, and so begins the escape sequence. Shard on his way back up to put the hotkey in, and then of course he will have to do Rex, he will have to do Liquid, and do the escape sequence as well. So there's quite a difference in time right now. Shard not going for that extra ammo pack for the stingers there either.
And you also saw House actually aim at a specific spot, which guarantees that he will hit the barrel as soon as possible. There are spots like that everywhere for the
well said,
good
Makarov.
checkpoints.
Yes. Using a visual cue to line that up, I believe.
You did it, Snake!
That's
And
the siren.
now there will be another plot twist. Wait for it.
Yes, if this is your first time seeing Metal Gear Solid, why are you watching it in Speedrunners? And I hope you enjoy this plot twist of Liquid still being alive and well. And
Wait, what?
eating-
It's not over yet?
No, and eating 15 shots to the face, I believe. This is what dominant genes can get you.
And Liquid is so cool, he doesn't even get a health bar.
No, he doesn't. So it looks like Shard is a little late to call out Otacon there. Struggling with his menuing slightly. So he's just going to wait for Otacon to call him back. He's quite low on life, isn't he? It shouldn't be a problem. Oh, Shard not skipping
Skip
the cutscene here.
Skip the cutscene.
I mean, if you're a fan of Liquid and you just want to see that cutscene, then that's fine, that's fine.
Snake, look! Daylight!
I mean,
Hold on!
Liquid, you see him in a few games, that's for sure, so why not look at some cutscenes?
Absolutely. It looks like Shard does have very good placement here for the first stage of Rex. And House is finished. That is GG for House.
GG.
Well done. A respectable time as well, as Shard finishes the first phase of our boy Rex here. With a final
That's
time
a good
of...
time.
That is very good. 1:05.52. GG to House there. So we are going to watch Shard finish up the second stage of Rex here and see how he does against Liquid as well. So here we go. Looks like he's starting his second phase. He might be slightly too far away to get the optimal position in there, but we'll see.
Yeah, it looked like he was right on the circle and you want to be slightly in front of that white circle on the floor.
Yeah, being in that position will mean that you don't have to aim, you can just stay there. He gets a fairly good Rex 2, to be honest. And now he's starting the Liquid fight. Let's see if he can get an infinite. Second person today, get an infinite. Anything could happen.
Well, we did see Shard practice in the medical room, so maybe, who knows, that practice will pay off.
Fingers crossed. It looks like I've got some dropped frames from Shard here.
Have at you, Snake!
This is what we call live splicing.
Yes. He's obviously getting a punch in on every one of those frozen frames. Going for the double throw strat.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, it went a little bit too fast.
Does he know
that's
the
fine.
backups?
Has a good backup. Do you know, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with both of these runners for having backups. Unfortunately, Liquid gets a little punch there and laughs. It's very belittling to be laughed at Liquid at this point. It happened to me. It happens to a lot of runners. Oh, there we go. Looks like he's got back into it. That's good. That's good. Oh, unfortunately, tapping a bit too fast there. If you do tap too fast, you will get the punch-punch-kick combo. It looks like he might just go for a straight fight now.
You know what, I wonder how Liquid stops right on the edge when he does the bull charge. How good do you have to be to stop directly on the edge?
It's a British thing. That's all I can say. Look like some squats in the middle of fighting Liquid there. Liquid's hitbox can be a little bit fickle sometimes. It is difficult when he's sort of circling you. So it is a difficult fight, I think. Oh, getting charged there. Yeah, it's... Shard is having a bit of a difficult time here.
And Shard's health is pretty low.
Yeah, let's see if he cuts it finer than some of our runner runners today. House in chat there saying, "Hi chat, who won?" It looks like Shard has... No, Shard, don't stand there. Oh my god. He's got one more PPK.
Oh no.
Providing
This
it's on
is
the edge.
pretty scary. Nice.
There we go. Well done. Well done.
I'll drive.
And of course, Shard only has the escape sequence to go here. Well done, both runners. It's a stressful thing to go through. I think myself and Macron can both attest to that. Anything can go wrong. Most things do, in my case.
Yeah, I ended with a 23 on the timer. Just that 23.
Yes. I cut it quite close as well, I think. So it looks like he doesn't choke out the guard. He just get shot there. So this will waste a little bit of time. No biggie, no biggie. It looks like he's done with that first gate. So it looks like he's lining up the position for that barrel shot as well. You don't want to move too early when doing this barrel shot because you can take 3 or 4 shots at the barrel, it won't explode. But it looks like he does it, no worries. And that was pretty good. Did get shot the once, but I don't think that wastes any time.
And again, we will see that Liquid is actually not dead yet. He will arrive soon.
More surprises. By the way, the next race up is Solid Tony versus Dan Spence. And I believe you have Nick, RP Green, and Hau5test on comms again. So look forward to that race. Gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a very good one. You can see here as well, just to bring attention, Hau5test was ready for backups. Well done. I've got to say, Hau5test he knows how to do a run. You know, he's got backups upon backups. You can tell this man has spent a lot of time in spreadsheets. GG to him. And Shard just
some might say too many spreadsheets.
Is there such a thing? I question. We may never know.
I don't know.
Looks like Shard getting that shot off when Liquid goes to that left lane. Yeah, Shard's doing pretty good in the escape sequence, I've got to say. He seems to be getting each shot here. You want to sort of... there you go, you managed to get that. You do not want to be aiming in the same lane as Liquid. I'll still swerve out of the way. It wastes a little bit of time.
This Liquid escape sequence is looking pretty good. Certainly decent. Could be better, could be worse.
Yeah, it's respectable. It's respectable, and
that's GG.
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think Shard will be happy with that time. To be honest, it's a respectable time still.
I think that's a PB. Might be
1:11:56. Let me take a look at this spreadsheet here. It could be. Oh no, his PB is 1:08:59. So, but still respectable time. GG to both runners there. Hopefully, we'll be joined by both of them, and we can have a little chat with them and see their thoughts on the race there.
For sure, because I'm already here.
He's already here. Look at him. Like I said, he's always prepared. He's always got backup. So,
Yeah.
Hau5test, tell me what did you think?
Hang on. One thing first, Shard. GG, thank you so much for the race. It was a pleasure. How did you feel? Because
Well, about that.
Let's go back to practice. The next time we're gonna race, but this time we save Meryl. How about that? I love to do that.
Oh, I'm down.
I like it. Less deaths. These gentlemen.
well.
GG to both these gentlemen here.
You're
Well
welcome.
done to both of you.
You got 105? Damn. Look at
Yeah,
you.
105.52. It's like less than 2 minutes off from PB. I'm happy. I knew after 26 minutes, like, okay, the big problems, I sort of did okay. Like, I had a bit of an issue with tank and stuff like that. But thanks to excessive fallback practice, I knew, like, even if I mess up, I can still cling a little bit to it. And after Mentis, I knew I just like, let's sail this home. So yeah.
I was just sloppy the whole time. I died on Ocelot. That was fun.
Oh boy, you hate to see that.
I'm for the fans the rest of this tournament.
But House, yeah, we were quite impressed with the amount of fallback strats you had, especially for Ocelot. You seem to have 6 or 7 more fallbacks, which I myself was very impressed with, and it seemed to help you out a lot in that fight.
Yeah, Ocelot is always a problem for me because, especially when I'm a bit nervous in the racing situation, I know like, okay, I'm gonna miscount or just misshoot or something. And my whole idea was like, okay, just learn how to shoot diagonally, just feeling it and roughly guessing how quickly he's running. And it worked in my favor. I always, of course, practice for a clean strat, but I have a feeling if I want to really advance, I probably gotta learn Ocelot next with the nades. Because I have a feeling I can only mess up the lines, but if I miss shoot, that's a whole different thing. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, yeah. And Shard, what did you think of the race? What are your are there any things that you would like to improve for the next run, perhaps?
Little bit from the docks all the way into the liquid. I need to improve in between there. Other than
Yeah,
that,
that shouldn't be a
I'm pretty
lot.
good. Yeah.
Well, like I said, Shard, it was a respectable time and well done. Well done to both of you, actually. It was an entertaining race. It was fun for me to watch and commentate, and I'm sure it was fun for all the viewers. So, any words before we go to the next match?
Good luck in your next match.
Yeah, same. Practice, practice, practice. Just don't reset and you get better automatically.
Two stellar gentlemen here. GG to both of them. And again, next up, you have Solid Tony versus Dan Spence. I've been Bruschetta Bros, and I will catch you all soon.